everyone, and welcome back. This is Wendy Historian, and today we are talking about a song and a phone call. On November 15th, 2015, One Direction released their fifth and final studio album, Made in the AM. The album was also released on the same day as Justin Bieber's album, Purpose, which was a really big deal at the time because of our fandom rivalries. But despite the fierce competition, Made in the AM still became a commercial and critical success, with many reviews praising the band's evolution and newly mature sound. Newfound maturity that is especially obvious in the song's themes and lyrical content, like Love You Goodbye's story of begging for a final tryst amidst a breakup, or Infinity's story of struggling to break free of a dissociative fugue after being left behind, or Temporary Fix's everything about it.
Everyone has a grungy night out every now and then.
Many of the songs on the album explored endings and loss, which didn't seem like an accident. Not only was this the last album before One Direction's extended hiatus, it was also the first and only album to be released after Zayn Malik's departure. In fact, a fan theory at the time proposed that the AM was not referring to morning, but rather was an abbreviation of After Malik. And Zayn theories dominated the conversation as to what the songs were about. When the lead single off the album, Drag Me Down, was released, both fans and critics adopted a belief that the song was a pointed dig at Zayn and a reminder to the rest of the world that they could still be successful even without him. A theory that was so widespread, Louis Tomlinson was forced to deny it in an interview. Likewise, when Infinity was released a few months early, fans took the lack of explicitly romantic lyrics as a sign that the song was actually about Zayn leaving rather than a breakup. But that narrative was also called into question because none of the boys were involved in the writing of Infinity. But there was a song on the album that detailed a non-romantic goodbye and involved a 1D boy in the writing process. Bonus track, Walking in the Wind. Fans thus adopted the theory that this song is about Zayn, or more accurately, about a now infamous alleged phone call.
Babe, I can't hear. Is that you, yeah? Can't hear you.
Less than a week after the announcement that Zayn would be leaving One Direction, British tabloid Reveal magazine came out reporting that an insider had told them that the night before the announcement went out, Zayn and Harry had shared a phone call. Now, it is important to note that this tabloid article with an unnamed insider is the sole piece of evidence that this phone call ever took place. All the other articles that discuss the incident refer back to the Reveal article as their source. And to my knowledge, neither boy has ever confirmed that this phone call took place. In fact, in a 2017 interview, Zayn really called this story into doubt when he said, "But because Walking in the Wind's lyrics paint a story of a bittersweet goodbye with someone you care about, fans concluded that the song was likely inspired by the phone call." And to this day, that is the dominant canon theory within the fandom as to the meaning of the song. A prevalent alternative theory, however, posits that the song has nothing to do with Zayn and is actually about the loss of a grandmother, as Harry's grandmother passed shortly before the song was written. And grandmothers in general are pretty significant to the song, as Julian Bunetta, one of the other writers, cited that the line, "You'll find me in the region of the summer stars," was actually taken from a poem that his own grandmother had written. Additionally, proponents of this theory point to the fact that the song's title and idea were born in Japan. One Direction were in Japan in February of 2015. Zayn didn't leave until March. And when asked clearly and directly about the inspiration behind the song on One Direction's Made in the AM track by track,
I think like the inspiration behind it was Graceland, and just kind of the way in which the verse is so conversational.
So while we may never know for sure whether Harry and Zayn shared a 2 a.m. phone call that led to the writing of one of the most poignant songs in One Direction's discography, what we can all agree on is that Harry's high notes will make me cry every single time I hear them.
And I know it'll be